Hey, welcome to the show, guys. This is John Bergsma with Captain Steve Hubert. We're here in the Alpena region, as always, a little bit north of Alpena in the Rockport area. Fishing, we got a couple of guests on the boat today. We're going to show you some Alpena silver mixed bag. We're going to be going for everything today. The Huron Slam, right, Steve-O?
Yes, sir.
All right.
This is a good one. I know, I saw him hit too. So, that's a good one. Good job, Jeff. Oh yeah. Alpena gold right there in the sunlight. Wow, can't believe. Well, you said they like that big old Dreamweaver, Stevie. You were right.
The old Bigfoot.
That's a hold 'em up, Jeff.
Yep. He's got a lamprey wound on him, but.
So how old is a fish like that before you hand him off to Jeff, Steve?
He's probably about a pound per year. So
Okay.
you take about a 10-pound fish. He's
10
about 10
years.
years old.
Beautiful.
Caught a 21 pounder out here that they aged at 20 years old.
Snip that boy.
Yeah, I can do it.
Don't worry, he's gonna catch the only pink of the day. And we need this. How many do we need for a Huron Slam? 4? 4 species?
4 species.
Oh, that's pretty much a foregone conclusion.
There's another fish on the left rigger.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yep, just pop it. You gotta reel down on it. Yeah.
Already popped.
No, I don't think so.
We got doubles. I'm mating today. First mate. He's there, he's there. You're gonna get this pink. I'm excited to show this off because a lot of people, Steve, don't even know what a pink is.
Yeah, they're Lake Huron. They're just full of them this year. And that's a pretty nice one there.
That's a nice one, actually.
Oh, actually.
Beautiful, Stevie.
Yeah.
I'll let you talk about this fish because they're good eating, aren't they, Stevie?
They're amazing eating fish.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's the big thing about them.
So we got pink salmon. Lake Huron's kind of full of them this year. They got introduced by accident, supposedly.
Okay, we need the net.
And we've been catching a lot of them. In the teens. One trip we got 16.
Really?
So, I mean, they're just very shiny and they're very tasty.
Beautiful.
So, little bonus action.
Awesome. Well, I'm telling you what, those pinks sound pretty enticing. Look at that colors on that fish in the sun. Oh, that's beautiful right there, Steve. They almost look like a coho, like a small coho.
A lot of people mistake them for coho, especially the larger ones like this.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Angler Qwest, built with purpose. Traxstech, the ultimate fishing system. Strike King, tie one on. Garmin.
That's a nice one.
He's tired. He's coming in upside down.
Yeah. Yeah. Know that you can be part of our pate party, smoked salmon pate. Now all of a sudden he decides to come up and, I don't know, he's pretty well done. That's a pig.
Another big one.
That is a big one. That is a big one. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Little fat pig.
Way to go, Alex.
Looks like me.
That's gonna look good. That's gonna look good.
He wasn't missing no meals.
Oh my goodness, Steve. Give him a little sunshine love. Look at the size of that thing. Alpena, eh, Stevie?
Yeah.
Is there a better place on the Great Lakes to live and fish? I don't
You know,
know.
from April till October when season closes, it's nonstop action with these guys.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, they're filler fish for while you're waiting for all the mixed bag of the salmon and steelhead and walleye and everything else we catch right with them. So
Yeah, well, if that's the filler fish, I'm here to be filled all day long. Clean. Train wrecks on the bottom, I'll tell you. Yeah. Oh, another one of those delectable little ones. What's
pink
he, Steve?
salmon.
Another pink?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So you just ripped off the hook.
How would you cook those, Steve?
We had them the other day, and you just fillet them out, skin on,
Yep.
just season them, dredge them in flour, and pan fry them. Couldn't get any simpler.
Fish. Oh yeah, I need it three. You got. Oh, that's a big one too.
Another pink?
I think so. Right in the sun. Hard to see them.
Beautiful.
Couldn't see them.
Yeah.
Another pink salmon. Little high diver, UV spotted leopard.
That spoon for you has been good up in the Alpena region for a while, hasn't it,
Yeah,
Stevie?
the walleye seem to really like it. Steelhead keen in on it. It's got some teeth marks on it.
Yeah.
Been tearing it up.
So I'm going to show you right here one of the small little features that Garmin has that's really important, and I don't know if you can make it out with our plot trail, is we're in 156 foot of water and there was a 144 foot hump. Now that 144 foot hump we just went over had 3 fish on it, and now we're fighting another one. One of the things you want to pay attention to is when you have a great unit like a Garmin that's going to have really accurate depth lines, and I'll zoom it in here for you so you can see it. See that? There's a very small hump right out here in this deep water, and I saw it, I trickled over to it, I went over, I dropped an icon because this is fish number 4 on that very small hump. It's super important, even when you're open water fishing, whether it's lake trout or walleye or anything else, to keep your eyes on your graph, to pay attention to little rises in bottom, because little rises in bottom are going to attract and hold fish. And we'll go back here to our setting, and now I've got my normal screen, which shows, if you look real closely, we've got some really good marks there. We've got some 50-foot marks. So we're catching steelhead, we're catching pink salmon, and on the downriggers and on the low divers, we're catching big lake trout here out of Alpena with help of our Garmin electronics, the mapping capabilities, and of course our Reactor 40 autopilot, all on one screen at once, giving me full control of the pontoon so that everyone can catch fish, including me.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Polarcraft, the toughest built aluminum boats, bar none. Dreamweaver, home of the revolutionary Spin Doctor. Lose, feel the difference. WavePro, best ride on the water.
Get him, Alex. Woohoo! I know.
They're just everywhere, those pink salmon this year. Yeah. I've been getting them since May. Normal years, you get them from, you know, like middle of July till the end of July.
Right.
You know? It just seems like they're here for a week or maybe 2, and then they're gone. This year they've been here May on. I've been getting them.
Do you think it's because there's just simply more of them? Or is it a
Must be a
bait
fish
situation?
thing. They're eating tiny water fleas.
Oh. Well, they're a smaller fish, so it's almost like they're eating a mayfly-sized bait.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, the baby shrimp eat the freshwater shrimp.
I couldn't believe their bellies were right full of them the other day. So at least something's making use of them.
One of the things while Steve grabs the net here and gets this little pink, one of the coolest things about the Angler Qwest pontoon is look at the room in the back. I mean, Steve's got the net, we've got a cameraman, we got Alex reeling. Heck, Jeff could come back here and join the party with a gin and tonic. And with the Reactor 40 autopilot, nobody is on the helm. Why? Because the Garmin Reactor 40 takes care of steering and all of the boat control for us. This boat is built for this type of fishing. Show that one off, Stevie. That's a better one, isn't it?
Yeah, they've been running pretty good size. That's on the Dreamweaver Super Bred.
Tell you what, that has been a good bait.
Another pink salmon.
So today's tackle box, Steve, this is a couple of the lures that were really good. Talk about some of the favorite lures here, I'll hand them to you, and what their attributes are for this mixed bag fishing.
Today, red hot. This Super Bred was super red hot. Mixed veggies is always good.
And that's a full size, right?
Yeah, this is the standard size, but out here, they're eating adult smelt. And when I find them in their bellies, they're almost exactly that size right there. So it imitates the profile very, very well of these super slim Dreamweavers.
And we got a fish going, but the other thing here, talk about this double clutch. This was the key, correct?
This probably put 3/4 of our lake trout in the boat today. The Dreamweaver Spin Doctor. It's the Bigfoot series, the 12-incher. It's the big one. So with the spin and glow behind it, it was absolutely deadly today.
Yeah, on one rigger, we ran one of those today, and it probably caught 75% of the fish. And of course, when we run the divers, of course, the Dreamweaver. Now, Steve, you run 2 different divers, correct? 2 sizes?
High and low diver. This is the Dreamweaver 124s, and I also run the 107s.
Exactly, and what
high.
that does is it really gives Steve a lot of spread, correct, on your lines?
Yeah, these dive roughly half of what you let out in line with the wire divers, and the 107s go down about 1/3 of whatever you let out.
Beautiful, and so this is a 1.5 set. Your out or your high diver being at a 3 set, it gives you not only spread distance from away from the boat, but it also gives you depth spread as well, which really keeps the tangles to a minimum.
Absolutely. Another one on.
Got another one on.
Can't keep the lines in the water.
Way to go, Alex.
Another chubby one. Yeah. They're eating good out here.
Yeah. Chubby chubster. Exactly.
Yeah, we got some blood to clean up again
Oh,
there.
that don't matter. So Steve, one of the things Steve runs on his big charter boat, just like I do, is our Traxstech rail-mounted rod holder system. Steve, what makes this such an effective way to set lines? First, the upper and lower limits, right? For ease of setting, I mean, you just hit the auto up, auto down. I mean, right now the effective depth has been, Steve's got it on 141. You thinking what, we're hitting those 125, 130 fish?
Yeah, it's swinging up a little bit, so it'll probably be in the 130.
Exactly, and it's proved effective. And we've got a double rod holder here. We're not using it today. That would be for a stacker. And if Steve slides up here, we've got the low diver, the high diver. And Steve, I don't know, you were jabbering about it earlier, but this Traxstech arch is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, when you can run 4 aside like that, you still got some storage space up there. I mean, they're just rock solid.
It's an awesome system. The Angler Qwest pontoon, coupled with the Traxstech full rod holder system with the arch, gives you the ability to fish like we did today, what, a full 16 rod spread, right?
14
rod
rods,
spread.
but you could easily do 16.
You could run a stacker, no problem. It is the berries for out here, and the platform being stable, Steve. First time on the boat, what do you think?
First time I ever fished on a pontoon, and the box is full, so.
Well,
they're chubby.
That Bigfoot has paid its dues today.
There you go, good job.
Another Lake Huron. About an average fish out here, actually. 7 pounds, they say, is average in Lake Huron. He's probably just maybe right at it or a little bit above it. So.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Offshore Tackle Products, Flo-Fast, world's leading portable fluid transfer system, Drotto, catch and release boat system.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta speed up. Sometimes they like a little faster, so. Yep. Only the fish know what they want.
Yeah.
You know?
And we only know when they bite.
Mm-hmm.
Where else can you reel in fish and see a freighter? A few places we fish for sure, but I'm telling you what, I love Alpena for this reason. Crazy fish. We just had a crazy fish, Steve. That steelhead was literally berserk.
You get them on them divers, they can get pretty crazy.
Yep.
He was full of energy. He liked to jump. He's not a monster, but he will be a good driller.
Oh yeah. Alex and Jeff's driller will be full today. Good deal. This has been the hot ticket, Steve, right here, this Magnum Spin Doctor.
The old Bigfoot Spin Doctor.
Little Bigfoot, is that what they call it?
It's a Bigfoot, yeah. I think it's a 12-inch Spin Doctor.
I'm telling you what, that thing catches lake trout.
What I like about it is it spins well at low speeds and high speeds. It can be super low speeds, and that thing still just rotates away.
Yep.
Real lazy roll. So.
And this white kind of shiner pattern with the purple hues in it.
Yeah, I think it's a pink fish scale.
That is an awesome, awesome color across the board. Look at this.
At least
box.
the fish like it. Because almost every one of those lake trout right there come on that one bait.
Yeah, it's just terrible to have a live well full of fish. Welcome to Alpena, Michigan is what that's all about right there.
From April till October, the Alpena area, there's just non-stop action. Right. There's always fish. You always got the limits of lake trout, and then it's just a matter of if you can catch your steelhead. This year it's pink salmon. A lot. The walleyes kick in around July.
Correct.
But we're hitting cohos
and one of the few places where you can still catch legitimate brown trout suspended in the fishery. Here and there. They're not prevalent, obviously. Yeah. They're not real prevalent, but you will still be able to encounter a brown trout here or there, just open water fishing. 7
different species, April till October. The species change, but the action is
non-stop. Exactly. That's what Alpena, Michigan's all about.
Just out in the middle of nowhere too. We weren't even working structure on that one. We were just trolling in, looking for some steelhead.
Trying our best to not catch anything. We can't accomplish that. Nope. Just drive around aimlessly. I will. I'm gonna hold it up too. We're gonna close with this fish, Steve.
All right.
Once I get it, we'll hold it up, net it, hold it up, and I'll close.
Look at how flat it is too. That's something I like to always highlight. This side of the lake, you got any westerly winds comes offshore, so generally speaking, you got flat, calm seas.
For sure.
90% of the time. I had one guy the other day who was desperately scared of the water, and a couple minutes in the boat, he realized that there's nothing to be scared about.
No.
It's like fishing in a pond here.
Even if he sinks to the bottom, we could see him for 40 feet. Wow, nice fish, Steve.
Slowly lift them. Pretty sad when you gotta let something like that go. Wasn't even trying for them.
We're trying to pull rods.
Look over and the downriggers pop. Wrapped up.
He's definitely,
They roll like an alligator. So.
yep, pop him out. Well, Steve-o, slide in here. Hey, thanks to Jeff and Alex and the guys for letting us tag along on their trip and try to show them this new pontoon boat we got. Thanks to Captain Steve for taking us to Alpena. It's always stupid here. That's what you get when you come here. And because we couldn't get out of the water quick enough, we have to plunge that one back into the abyss. And there she goes.
For the next customer.
For the next customer here at Chum Bucket in the Alpena region. We'll see you next week.
Closed captioning is brought to you by WavePro. Best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.